And good morning over on the YouTube side as well. We're back with more 14. It's a side questy kind of day today, y'all. I do want to do the event first. There's the Maiden's Rhapsody collaboration, which is a recurring event. It's gone on several times. But I don't know if I've ever done it. So we're gonna do that first. Other than that, we're just gonna be sort of wandering around and knocking out some side stuff. You know? You knows? We'll see what we get up to. I might do my roulettes today too. You know, just sort of get stuff done. Sort of maybe do some prerequisite quests for some group content. We're ready to go on Sunday, that kind of thing. Ook. Good day to you. How are you doing? Got it. Started the stream, tabbed out, completely forgot. Hey. It was muted, so I didn't even know. You're very close. You're very close to being right on top of it. And thank you for that early ghosty as well, Impel. Yeah, we just got started. So, you good? You good? You've missed literally nothing except for me rambling about what we're doing, which I even did twice because I forgot to click live on YouTube. Good. We're good. How are y'all doing? Yeah, I think we're gonna do that collab event first because I don't know if I've ever done it, and I need to go to Limpsa for that. Oh yeah, I forgot I got these. What is this? Actually did stuff on my Wondrous Tales? How long do I have? A week. Dang, it won't let me share my current streak progress, but it's up to 69. Yeah, they're no fun. They decide what the like announceable streak numbers are, and I think they're like all like once you hit like 5, I think it starts just going by 5s. So, but thank you for that 69 stream streak. Nice. Doggo lost some more teeth. They grow so fast. Oh yeah. Puppies don't stay puppies for super long. They be going. They be going. Let's go to this. What is? Actually, I want to go to the Golden Saucer again. Did I even do the lottery last week? Oh yeah. I know, Ook, you have access to the Golden Saucer now, so make sure you do a cheeky gamba every week. It just helps build up some MGP. You don't know how? I'll show you right now. We're headed there right now. So once you're in the Golden Saucer, you're gonna come over this way. You see that giant gold sign up there with the cactuar on it? Like the cactus man? Up there in the right above my head? Just want to go up there. From the Aetheryte. Oh! We'll fly up here. And then you just run over to these guys. Again, non-gendered guys, because they both appear to be ladies. So you'll need, you can buy tickets from this one, and then every week they do the drawing. You come over here, and you will turn them in, and depending on what numbers matched, like they do a drawing every week, like a lottery, exactly like a lottery, right? You can get MGP. which is just it's like the special currency that you use in the Golden Saucer, right? This is not earning you like in-game money or real money or anything. And you can buy up to 3 tickets a week. Okay. Go ahead and claim my 3. I'm losing. But even if you don't win at all, you still end up making MGP. It costs like 200 for the ticket or something. So it's worth doing even if you lose completely. If you win, you can get some cool stuff. And Clouds, thank you for that check-in. How you doing? There you go. Yeah, I whiffed on all 3. And then yeah, you when you buy them, it's the first time you'll want to buy them. You come over to this this fine creature right here, then purchase a jumbo jackpot ticket. And then you can either choose some numbers you like, or you can just sort of hit the random button. I usually just hit random. Yeah. So the first ticket is 150. I think it's a little more expensive per or something. No, it's not. 150. And then the first 2 are 150, and the last one's 200. Not too bad. Now, this does mean you have to turn it in every week. You don't turn it in, then you lose. If they expire, it'll tell you the rules down here. After the drawing, you have until the following Saturday at 9 p.m. Earth time to claim your prize. Just an easy way to make some MGP, which you can use for like rewards in the Golden Saucer and to like play other games and stuff like that. Just a nice little thing. Your cloud-tastic clouds. Very nice. I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm excited to do just some nonsense today. There's a bunch of other games and stuff you can do in here, obviously. You could spend too much time. You can spend too much time in the Golden Saucer if you try to. Like, those are all games you can play. They do, like, events. The card game is all down here. Triple Triad. How do you go there? So, the easiest way to do it, because you've been there before, right, Luke? Some of you have been there before, and that you have attuned to the Aetherite. You want to go and do your, let's see, where is it? At the travel button down here in the bottom right, where it is by default. Then go to teleport. I have it on my hotbar for ease of use. And then you should be able to scroll down in this all, and then just look for the Golden Saucer. The Gold Saucer. You just click that, and it'll teleport you. Going to be here. And a 15 stream streak from Clouds. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. That should do it for you. Yeah, I like having my return and my teleport on a bar. Oh no, you didn't attune? I've definitely done that before. I've definitely gone to a place and forgot to attune. I don't know how you get to the Gold Saucer if you're not attuned. There's like a... If I can... Yeah, okay, it's here. Hold on. Let me see where I can find where it picks you up. Do you see this airship thing? This is the other way. So let me see. Let me see. I don't remember where this picks you up. It's probably like in Ul'dah. Like it might be just from anywhere? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, yeah. It's literally just from anywhere. So what you want to do is you want to find your airship. The airship place in either Ul'dah or Gridania or Limsa. It should there should be one in each location. They should I think you literally just talk to this guy. Be like, seek passage to the gold saucer. No, it'll cost like 100 gil or something. There you go. Yeah, I think that's how you get there originally. So that's just then you just want to attune. There's also a quest here. So you want to be a jockey? I think that's I think that might be chocobo riding. I think that might you can race chocobos in the golden saucer as well. I've only done it like once, I think. I need to go to Limsa though itself. Because we're gonna do a little event. Amethyst, you're about to start P5. Let's go. There's nearly 100 calls in queue at work. Let's not go. Is it voice acted or is it all reading? And if reading, I won't be able to devote enough attention to it and may need to wait. Yeah, like it said, the start of it is, a lot of it is. Like major scenes are, especially. But most of the, like a pretty big portion is not. So I would get it if you want to wait a little bit. Like the really like big stuff, I think, is all voice acted. I think it's hard for me to remember because I was voice acting it all anyway. But I do remember. I do know that at least some of it is in fact. It's like it feels a little random. It probably isn't, but it feels a little random. That's one of the reasons that I voice act the game. That's why I do it. Ramumu, I think, is who I'm looking for here. Let me look. Ramumu? Ramumu! Also, I should mend. My equipment is so busted. We, for those who missed Sunday, we attempted Extreme Ifrit, and it did not go well. We got a little bodied. It was fun, though. It was very fun. We were not prepared. I did not expect it to be as hard as it was. I think if we'd taken Black Mage in originally, maybe fine. But I took in Reaper, which I can barely play, and it was barely leveled. Lips. So yeah, so let's do 30, huh? Level 30, huh? I don't need to be Black Mage for this. Maria, how you doing? Thank you for that check-in. Yep, number go burr. 22. Love to see it. Love to see it. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well, Maria. Oops, so. Looks like we get glamours for this quest. Oh, I like that. I love glamour. I love cosmetics. Let's see. job do I want to take in, chat? Be a white mage for this? Could do. Be a white. We'll do a white mage. Decline the quote. Do a white mage. Oh yeah. I forgot how my white mage was dressed. Happy summer, y'all. Happy summer. Doing well. Have to continue a horror mod in Subnautica and I'm already scared. Ooh. A horror mod in Subnautica? Interesting. Hey, Naked. Yeah, he's ready to go for a swim. He's got a little speedo on. Yeah. This I think this is the one thing I actually purchased from their cash shop. I think this is the one thing that I've actually purchased. Cause I had to. And then he's just wearing some like random boots. I think he's wearing Cloud's boots. Yeah, he's wearing Cloud's boots. Yeah, I got a little buddy. Got a little buddy. He's hanging out with me. Adorable. This is a wind-up poo-poo. At the poo-poo. He didn't respond. He didn't like being pet. Yeah, have fun with Subnautica. I've got my community trying to get me to. I may be going underwater at some point myself. Have fun. I've never played it. Yes, have a good lurk. Good lurk. Hope I don't die. Me too. Same to you. Same to you. You're the one playing the horror underwater game. Thank you for the lurk. Have a great rest of your day. What was I doing? Oh. Removu! Yeah, this is my summer fit, chat. I could probably take off the necklace, actually. Or I could probably hide the necklace. But it kind of worked. How to work. Nautica's fun. It's way too scary. It seems like it could be. Yeah. Seems like it could be. We'll see what happens. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I know Kill really wants me to play it. Kill wrote an entire essay. Kill wrote an entire essay on why I should play it, which is pretty compelling. My only hesitance is it's, you know, not really in my niche for the current stream environment. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Thinking about it. It is at least a very story-heavy version, or a story-heavy type of game, if not actually an RPG. Which I do like me a story-heavy game. I know that much. I know it's got like some. It's got some actual story to it. You've played it as an interesting story? Yes. Yeah, it may happen. May happen. If it doesn't happen immediately, maybe it happens for like maybe a spooky month type of thing. I don't know. Very possibly. I own it, so that part's easy. That part's easy, but I've never played it. We'll see. See. It does look like a time. It does look like a time. Right. Let's talk to Ramumu.
Excuse me, sir. You have a moment. I am Ramumu, the Harbor Herald. And judging by your dress, you're one of those well-traveled adventurers I've heard so much about.
Judging by my dress, huh? Perfect. Perfect.
No doubt, one as worldly as yourself has heard the rumors of an unusual warrior maiden, Far East. Danger constantly follows in her footsteps. The Far Easterners I've spoken with claim her dress and fighting style are nothing they've seen before. You know what happened the last time a strange warrior from unknown lands came to Eorzea? That upstart Peter Winsome practically stole the parchment from my desk to write his story. The readership soon doubled. He's been regarded as the Harbor Herald's finest reporter ever since. That should have been my story. I'd be damned if he beats me to this one. Following her, dangerous as it sounds. I'll need an adventurer like you. Keep me safe. If you're interested, and it coast to the Song. That's where she was last spotted. So that's where I plan to start.
That wouldn't have been my first thought from that dress. Yeah. Yeah. Not really the first thing that strikes out. When you just see a guy dressed like this at a bar. No. No. I'm technically fully dressed. I mean, my chest is a little exposed. Chest is a little exposed, but it's okay apparently when you're a man. Just not when you're a woman for whatever reason. For a completely stupid reason. If women want to run around topless, they should be able to run around topless. IMO. Sexism is a hell of a drug. Where's it gone? Yeah. Also people outside of the binary. Well, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I shouldn't just say just women. I should say just people. Everyone should be able to run around topless. Honestly. Literally all the peeps. It's just not that big of a deal. It's just not that big of a deal. You know? I personally don't even care about, like, full-on nudity. I don't care if people did that. At least there's more of a argument for that than just being topless. As long as you're not hurting anyone. What you want. Do what you want. I personally don't want to do it. I should be allowed. Yeah, exactly. But I can't speak for other countries, but the U.S. is still very puritanical from our roots. A lot of that is held over. You can have a whole movie where people are getting literally blown up for an hour and a half straight. But if you show a penis, that's a no-no. Ah, you're here at last. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. I was here just a few bells ago. So I was told. Look, over there. Could it be? Probably.
Oh, begging your pardons. Please do not think me strange for asking, but can you tell me if we are close to Selbina or perhaps Mahara? I fear I am hopelessly lost.
Selbina? Mahara? Sorry, dear, but you're on the eastern shore of Vilbrand? Eastern Lotia place? I think you're the far eastern traveler that's been the talk of the taverns late? Not quite the warpath through Eorzea from what I heard. Yeah, if I remember right, this is also a Final Fantasy XI crossover. Which is interesting. I think she's from Final Fantasy XI. I've never played myself, though. I don't recognize her.
Yes, I hail from the Far East, but Hilbrand and Oshia, I cannot recall such names. Though, truth be told, I cannot recall much of anything since awakening in strange surroundings.
Hey, Briarcut's beard. And you've lost your memory? What a story.
I remember my name is Iroha. I am training in the way of the glaive, though I feel I am still a novice. Before awakening here, I was on a mission to... Forgive me, it's hard to make sense of what little I can recall. The only clear thoughts in my mind are of Master, and a powerful technique I labor to perfect, Amatsu, Kiori. I am certain it is essential to completing my mission.
Interesting you were training above all else. Perhaps that's the key. Continue to practice your master's teachings. Stands to reason, other related memories might come back to you.
Calling my mission by first recalling my master's teachings. Yes. That does seem plausible. I do not doubt many of the techniques I have learned have a specific purpose. It will only be a matter of focusing on this particular one.
The scoop I've been looking for. Far Eastern warrior on a special mission? What if we're in danger? This isn't some fairy tale like Peter's story. Need to know. But no good to us if she can't remember anything. Help her. We can get to the bottom of this. I can do that. I'm so helpful. Here, take this map before you go. Training won't do you any good if you get lost now, will it?
Oh yeah, your kindness is greatly appreciated. Thank you. To journey alone in this strange land would be a trial all of its own, I'm sure.
Don't worry, we'll help.
Might we explore the shore south of here? I recall mention that the beach was an excellent place for training. Something about the aquatic wildlife being suitable for sparring? If the creatures here are similar, I'd like very much to try my hand against them. Translation, I want to murder some crabs.
I trust you'll ensure she has every opportunity to do so. Now, don't let me keep you. Ensure she remembers her mission. Better. She's had her fill of combat and critters along the coast. Perhaps she should rest and live somewhere it's safer. A little call should do nicely. First place she'll see after coming through the gates. Nod. Bye. Yeah, now I could potentially get even more Nakey if I wanted to. There's a set of glams. I forgot there was a first person. Why would I want to do that? Robin, please, bud. There's a set of glams called the Emperor's Clothes. You know, from the Fable. It literally just makes that body slot invisible. But if I wanted to, I could like take off the shoulder harnessy thing. Take off like my gloves, necklace and such. But I kind of like the way it looks all together. So I'll keep it for now. Yeah, this is my little baby white mage, which is another one of the healer jobs. She's training in the glaive, huh? You can see her. She's got an actual glaive. What the heck? Crabs, not the crabs. That's 100% for Final Fantasy XI battle music. Yeah, like I like the way I have this bar set up more than the other one. Very rude. Convenient one to practice my AoE on. Goodbye. Convenient one to practice my healing on. Yeah. Get up. I do way more damage than she does. Ever shall we rise? Ding, 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 ding. I do more damage as a healer than she does with her glaive. Yeah, this is 100% the like a collab event with the with Final Fantasy XI. It's cute. You're welcome. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. The strange stone? What strange stone? Oh. Okay. That's strange stone. That's strange stone. Crowded it is. Actually, it's not very crowded for Glimpsa. Yeah, like I like my skill set up here a little bit better. I think than the way I have my red mage, my arcanist set up. I need to go and try to do similar, because it helps when you're building your jobs out. If you keep a similar rotation on your buttons, you know. Training at the beach was invigorating. Too long since I enjoyed such sport, fighting alongside one so well versed in the arts of war. I'd like to think I improved my form by following your example. At first, I doubted crabs would be suitable to practice, but I was quite wrong. Testing my strength against their hardened shells, swing after swing, over and over again, I could easily spend days or even weeks at a time battling them. If only I could remember who suggested this training regimen. What about this Optistone? Stretch. I do look fabulous. And no lie. TBH, if I looked like a Damelon in a Speedo, I would probably be wearing one all the time too. I would probably be wearing one too. TBH.
Oh my, what a particular stone. I sense something within it. Something familiar and dark.
Oh. I know that guy. I know that guy.
I think I beat him up, Chat.
Pretty sure I beat that guy up.
Brooding battle in the cold against evil made manifest? Lord of Shadows, long dead, yet somehow resurrected? The fate of the realm hanging in the balance. I remember. And yet, I'm not convinced these visions relate to my mission. Why would my master entrust me with these means to slay such a foe? The answer must lie within my memories. They have to. All the more reason I must hurry to complete my training and perfect Amatsu. Kiori.
Talking about looks, I was watching your old Monster Hunter VODs. Oh yeah? When we dove into Rise. Yes. That game also beat up my computer at that time. You look so much thinner now? Thank you. I've definitely lost weight. I'm down like 30 pounds, I think. Which I don't know the pounds to kilograms converted. 30 pounds is actually search for it, please. Not. It's yeah, about 13, 14 kilograms. From where I was, I think, around that time. So yeah, definitely doing some work. Yeah, I'm right around 200 pounds right now. I don't know in kilograms. What is 200 pounds? I'm about 91 kilograms right now. I still want to lose some more, but it's definitely make a difference. Thank you. I also feel stronger because I've been, doing some strength training too. So I'm losing weight and getting stronger. Pretty much optimal. Thanks. Thank you. I'm trying. Yeah, I looked at I saw some pictures the other day of myself from like a couple of years ago. Or probably, in a similar condition. And I was like, wow, I have, it is actually noticeable. Because, when you're looking at yourself all day, or every day, it's hard to tell sometimes. Let's see.
While waiting for your arrival, I asked a couple of travelers from Vidania, I think, where I might find creatures of a more dark and unusual nature. They told me of a place called Hawk Manor, a cursed estate whose grounds play host to various sorts of hellish creatures. Creatures sound like promising opponents, full of fury and cunning. I would expect a true battle. Now then, let us be off. When we have finished, we can meet in a nearby town.
Yeah. How'd you like the Monster Hunter gameplay, Luke? I was definitely not as developed as a streamer at that point. Definitely not. Like I said, I enjoyed this. And I do still want to do our special event, our special dive to Monster Hunter for the 14 crossover. Still want to do that. I need to do some prep though. I think I need to do some prep because apparently that's a whole thing. Where do yeah. It's fine. Don't play boss. I don't really fair. I like it's not Rise, it's Wilds. Why do I keep calling it Rise? Rise is the other one. Rise is the previous one. Yeah. Wilds, right? I don't think I streamed Rise. I think that was before my streaming time. I think I streamed the beta for Wilds, right? Rise is on the Switch. Yeah, it's on Steam too. On Steam as well. Yeah, I played a bunch of Rise as well. I played Worlds was my first Monster Hunter. I played a ton of Worlds, just so much. And then I played Rise a decent bit, and then I haven't played a ton of Wilds, so I'm gonna have to like actually maybe prep for that. If we're gonna be fighting Omega. We're gonna be fighting Omega. Wilds is your game. Omega's so hard though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like I'll spend some time off stream, like, we're both reacquainting myself with the game because I haven't played it. And also, probably farming some gear. You know? Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely like be ready for that, and we'll try to get an actual like I know Nelfie is also a Monster Hunter enjoyer, so I can probably drag him in at some point. Although he's got a bunch of stuff going on, so it'll have to be like a scheduled thing probably. I bet we can get an actual group going when we decide to do that. Off to Gridania. Yeah, I do think that'd be fun. I feel I don't remember. I don't even remember where I got in Wilds. Like I feel like I got possibly caught up at some point. But I don't know where that puts me in the grand scheme of things. And I don't remember when that was. I may need to do some prep. You know, perhaps do some farming offline, do some warming up on my bow, all that good stuff. I do want to tackle Omega with the community. I think that'd be a very fun crossover of our own. Stay tuned. Final Fantasy event gives you a Chocobo skin for your secret. Yeah, that'd be cool. They're so close. Can you make yourself look like Vivi in this game? Maybe. Oh no, stream lag? No! That's illegal. It's illegal. No stream lag. There's a lot of cosmetic options, Angel. So, maybe. Very possibly. I would not be surprised. Thank you again for once aiding in my training. Yeah, let me know if settles down. It looked like it might have just been a blip. Duke. Looks like it might have been a blip. Witness such majesty and grace on the battlefield. It's truly inspiring. Served as a wonderful lesson in combat. The streamers that I watched, they no longer stream anymore. Is Twitch not paying you guys? I'm the wrong person to ask. Twitch barely pays me as is. I'm too small. I'm too small. The creator space is in a weird space right now. A lot of people are struggling. I'm definitely on the I'm in the upper percentage of streamers having having a handful of people watching regularly, but I do not really make much money streaming. I make like on an average month I make like $20 from Twitch, like directly from Twitch a month. Because we don't get paid directly. I get paid for ad views and then for people subbing and playing bits, or subbing bits, Ko-fi or Ko-fi, Coffee, however you pronounce it, Patreon, and like Throne and things like that. How am I paying my bills then? Poorly. I have family. I have family that's been helping me out. I have family that's been helping me out, and then but even then my account is not good. my bank account is not feeling it, so I need to do some I do a little bit of like contracty type of work on the side as well to supplement it some. What if I get sick? Then I'm just in trouble. Fortunately, I have no insurance or anything, so I can't go to the doctor. Or I can't afford to go to the doctor. Right now am I looking for a job? Not explicitly. I might try to find something like part-time, just some random part-time thing. I don't know. I want this to eventually pay for stuff, but we're just not there yet. I want the streaming and the YouTube stuff to eventually do things. But currently YouTube doesn't pay me anything, and Twitch is just pretty low. I'm always upfront about that. Say you're like 50 years old and can't work. Does the government take care of you? No. Maybe at one point. Once I hit retirement age, which is like 65, in the U.S., something like that, then I can start actually pulling money out. Because I paid it in when I was younger. It's our social security system. But and there are things like unemployment, but it has very specific like rules. And I am working, so I don't qualify for unemployment, despite the fact that I'm not making much. Hey, the U.S. is a bit of a mess. We don't really have social nets or anything like that are actively, universally available. Unfortunately. But I'm very privileged to have some family support. How come black people can get financial assistance? You can't? I mean, it's all based on income, and since you know, since I am getting family support, I'm in a weird spot. I'm in a weird spot. There are probably more programs that I could hunt down, but they all have very specific rules. You see a strong suit of privilege indeed. I bought this when I had a job, when I had a big job, before I got laid off. So it is the same computer I've been using for several years now. It's one of the things I do. So, but chat, it's time for our first break. Our break is coming up here in just a couple minutes. I take a break once an hour to let the ads run over on the Twitch side. Speaking of getting paid, and to do a little exercise so I can get up and move around and lose a little weight, take care of myself, you know. Generally be healthy. So also good morning, Grace. I'll take a break along with me. 38 is very powerful. I mean, it's still very good. It's been treating me well, but it is an old GPU now. It's actually old. Several years old now. Yeah. Take a break along with me. Grab you some water, grab you some coffee, grab yourself a snack. Generally take care of yourself a little bit. And we'll be back here in about 3 minutes to carry on. So stay tuned, everybody. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. And we will be and welcome back, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? Hands hurt. Hanging from my pull-up bar. Makes my hands hurt a little bit. I don't have that grip strength yet. Working on it. We're working on it. Welcome back. Oh, you've found yet another strange stone. Yes, it radiates with a warmth much like the last, but colors... Wait, you hear that? Oh, hi. Hi, Preesh. Yeah, this isn't a new event, but this is a new event for me. Chat. This is a new event for me. A long and arduous journey together with a young girl? This vision is not what I expected. We fought many battles together. We were not alone. No, I dare say our comrades were well beyond counting. And what business would I, a lonely student, have in taking such missions? I cannot make sense of it. Still, I must thank you for this. Before meeting you, I was hopelessly lost, smothered by a fog of fear and uncertainty. But now I have your light to guide me. You have brought me yet another step closer to completing my training and unlocking the memories still dormant within me. After speaking with a few of the patrons here before you arrived, I believe I found the perfect place to continue honing my skills. The Sagoli Desert. If what I was told is true, a creature of unspeakable terror roams those lands. Roams the sands, even. They say its strength is impossible to gauge, as no one lives to tell of its great might. But together, I believe we can lay the beast low. When we have finished, we can have a hard-earned rest in Uldar. Let's go there. Circuit breaking. Hey, bud. Brandon was like, damn, he looks good. I always love it when you're in a, when you're running around town and like somebody runs by and then you watch their character turn around. They're like, what are you wearing? I get a kick out of it. I get a kick out of it. Let's get it going. Yeah. Yeah. That is a good point though. I do not mind the curiosity, of course. But you know, I don't mind people being curious. Just be careful when you're asking questions that it's not inappropriate, you know? I need to save her. She's like so beat up. Still beat up. Just you know, just a true general Twitch etiquette reminder, you know? Yeah. Like, I never mind answering questions as long as, you know, as long as they're appropriate and not making people uncomfortable, right? Just something to keep in mind, y'all. I'm glad I brought Yep, hold on. I knew I was missing something. Robin, get out of here, bud. Robin? Robin, what are you doing? You gonna... or the person turning around and be like, comes up a little too much, and all I do is come in and ask personal questions to dip out. Yeah, like next time, I don't mind questions. But it's when they start getting a little much. I don't want y'all to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah. The questions themselves aren't wild, it's just, yeah. Very possible they're just a very curious person, right? It could all be, you know, I try not to assume malice. Also, just a good portion of the internet's just a little social off, right? You know. Yes. They come out across as very young, maybe too young to be on Twitch. Potentially. But that one's not my job. That's on Twitch to deal with. If that is the case, Twitch will eventually catch him. You know? Done. Oh, I'm glad I went healer for this, though. Although maybe I could have killed it faster if I was just fighting myself. He was like half health when I got here. We're playing my white mage right now. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, good morning, Grace. So I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're doing well. 17 check-ins. And only, you're only what, 88 behind your, 80 something behind your actual streak. Got in today just because I could. Hey, sometimes you need one of those. Sometime. Let's go back to here. Listen, if you have the ability to call in, if you have PTO and all that, heck yeah, do it. I've definitely just taken those days. I've definitely just taken those days. Where, you know, I was just like, this is not a work day. This is, you know, you can call it a mental health day or a decompress day or whatever. Sometimes you got to. Sometimes you gotta. And honestly, you need no more reason than that. 84 behind. Yeah, that's the number I was looking for. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah, because Chryso was at 100 yesterday. So this would be a 101 minus 17 would be 84. Yeah. Yes. My Discord was lighting up. I was making sure nothing crazy was happening. It's not. It's not. There are no words to express my gratitude for your assistance. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine confronting the legendary circuit. Not for you, I would be but one of the countless victims who succumbed to its poisonous sting. It's true. You were getting beat up by the time I got there. Also, you're stone. This event's kind of cool. This is like a recurring event. I guess they've done it like 5 times before. I've never done it. I've never done it. Another stone? Yes, it comes to me now. A mortal struggle, forbidden magics, uttered in a final bid for salvation? Wild how some of this stuff looks familiar from things that we encounter later in the game. Crazy. It all makes sense now. Pitched battles, the arduous journeys, the fellowship of adventures. It was not my life that I recalled, but rather the tales of a great hero I mistook as myself. I suspected such feats were too extraordinary to be my own, and the memories held within the stone have removed all doubt. They were of a journey into the past, one that revealed a horrible truth I dare not repeat aloud. And I remember my home, Vanadiel, not some territory or continent, an entirely different world. The world of Final Fantasy XI. My true memories return to me now. It's all thanks to you. More importantly, I believe, I now understand how to wield Matsu Kiori. Not be long before my path home is clear to me as well. But first, I must see my training to its completion. While waiting here, I heard unsettling tales of a foul beast terrorizing Bronze Lake. This is a perfect opportunity to put into practice everything I have learned. Today is the day I wield the power of Amatsu Yori. After this last endeavor, let us meet in Limsa Laminsa. Do it. Let's do it. To the fates. Actually, Try to hurry there this time so she's not dead by the time I reach her. Be cool. That would be cool. Alright, woof woof. Take us away. Unnecessary? Probably unnecessary. We got an actual destination this time. Oh, my little babby white mage. With my 7 skills. On your guard. I'm on guard. Oh my god. Okay. Right, you're not alone. This. Let's go ahead and beat up the eye. Oh. Not doing a ton of damage here. Huh? Man. Lost this guy. Put that on to her. Cheeky heal. Aye, please. Aye, please. Not doing much damage. Anytime you want to do that, anytime you want to do that super special move, Roa, that would be a great time. I like move over here. Didn't want to. Good. You were fine. Fine. I just get bodied by a scripted event. I believe in you. Oh, the Matsukiori. Do it. Do it. One shot this nerd. Oh. Well, he healed all the way up. That's annoying. This guy. Oh. That's alright. We got a button for that. Unfortunately, Medica doesn't work on Roja because you're not in our party. Robin, you okay? Okay, bud? Robin's tanking hardcore here. So far, so good. Doing alright. I'm not setting any DPS records here. But, we're doing alright. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good week. I hope you're all doing well. We're just gonna be doing random stuff all day. Having a little fun. Stuff to keep us all healthy. Yes. Regen on Aroha. She's not taking much damage. We're kind of tanking it up here. And heal tanking, as you do. As you do. Heal tanking as a treat. I think it's time. Hitting my presence of mind, huh? Good? Got him. Get bodied, dragon. Last, my training is complete. It's all thanks to you. You were always there to keep me on the path. I'd speak with you more, but not here. Let's make for Limsa Laminsa. I do. That was fun. I got to practice my healing a little bit, chat. I got to practice my healing a little bit. In like a low stress environment. I'm not a very good healer. Healing and tanking both kind of stress me out, I'm not gonna lie. They both kind of stress me out. I need to, it's because I'm not used to them, right? They're not actually all that bad. I'm just not as used to it as I am just pressing the explosions go burr buttons, you know? Rats. Getting a little more familiar. Healing is stressful. It takes some time before there's like you're no longer just accountable to yourself, right? You're now accountable for the entire team. So there's a little extra layer. Like, to a degree, DPS is also accountable to the rest of the team because it's the DPS's job to kill the monsters. Like, literally their only job is to kill the monster as fast as possible. So if you're not good at doing that, then you're kind of failing the team. Because, you know, the best form of crowd control and the best form of healing is killing things fast in video games. Like, the less they are alive, the less damage they can deal. So there is a little bit of accountability on a DPS, but it's not like as obvious, right? Like if you heal poorly, team dies. If you tank poorly, your team dies. If you DPS poorly, your team may eventually die. But odds are, if your tank and healer are good, it'll just take longer. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's fun though. Like there's a lot of it's more mentally stimulating, I guess, is where I was going. Like, because especially at least in 14, and it was the same way in Asheron's Call, which was the only two MMOs that I played a ton of. Healers are also DPS, or like an off class DPS, right? And then, but they're also having to heal, so they're watching the monster, they're watching all the AOE's, they're watching all of the party list, and everybody's health, all that stuff, you know. Oh, love my boy Blitz. Interesting name, love it. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing? How you doing? Yeah, the DPS only looks at the monster. Healer needs to pay attention to the whole party and also all the monster stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Precisely. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Love my boy Blitz. That's a wild name. I appreciate it. Thank you. Keep going, shall we? Yeah, it's very interesting though. Like, interestingly enough, healers are like healers in 14 are closer to what I played in Asheron's Call. Because in Asheron's Call was pre-Trinity. Like pre Holy Trinity. Like the DPS healer tank Trinity. Asheron's Call was before that existed. For those who are wondering. So as a spellcasty boy, I kind of did all the things. Like I healed. I didn't really tank as a caster. That was usually the melee's job. But I would heal and I would heal. I would debuff. I would buff the party. I would tank, or I would blast the enemies. You know, I was doing a lot of stuff, and it was very interesting. So healer's closer to that than just DPS is. That's because your favorite character is Blitzcrank from LoL. Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, you love your boy Blitz. Fair. Honestly, Blitzcrank is a very entertaining time. I get it. I get it. Fun character and very hilarious to play. I 100% get it. Wrecking. How you doing? The unrighteous were turned to ash. Oh, I mean everyone. Hi, Specking. How you doing? Oh, look at that! It auto shotted you out. It auto shouted you out. Is that because I'm guessing Mr. CD, Mr. Barry, got you on the team? Because my auto shout-out's the team. Let's go. Let's go. How you doing, Speckin? Yeah. So I'm not sure what you want me to call you, Blitz, but you like 14 as well? Are you a LoL player and a 14 player? How you doing? The crew part of the ship? Exactly. Check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Obviously. Yeah, I'll probably be raiding over to the Math Man after we get done here. Assuming he's still on when I get done. Because he's back from not vacation, he's back from a work trip. The opposite of vacation. You came from 11. Nice. I'm actually doing the 11 crossover event right now, or like the collab event, not the raids. Collab. Actually doing that right now. You played 1.0, and then when they reworked it in 2011, played ever since. Oh, so you're like all sorts of in. All sorts in. You're way more experienced than I am. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, I played kind of sporadically until a few years ago, and then I sort of beelined the MSQ from there. So I've been spending the last bit sort of going back and doing all the things that I never did, which is a lot. Turns out, it's a lot. I love this game. I enjoy it a lot. Got both an OG and a fresh babe watching now. Yeah, love to see it. I love to see it. Yeah, you are super OG. Like 11 is like OG OG. Yeah, I'm doing the maiden whatever event now with it's like the crossover to 11. I've done the raids too. Have you done the alliance raids? I'm just gonna go with Blitz for now. Let me know if you have a different preference. Have you done the walks? Yeah, like the alliance raid, the new alliance raids? I assume you have. I assume you have. I never played 11. I completely missed it. I completely missed it. This has all been very interesting to see.
Alas, the power of Amatsu, Kiori is mine to command. My memories are slowly but surely returning. None of this would have been possible if not for your unwavering guidance. I think I could have forgotten a mission so vital. My resolve was unyielding, my mind focused on the task before me. In the end, I fear I may have jeopardized all I hold dear. As I told you earlier, my home is, or rather was, a world known as Vanadiel.
Huh?
Try as we might, its destruction could not be forestalled.
Rip.
But fate saw fit to give me one last chance. I was allowed to travel back in time, escape the past, or the darkness had consumed all. Together with the heroes of the past, I knew that tragedy could be averted, just as it had been so many times before. Master was the greatest of them all, a hero without equal, whose grand adventures I mistook as my own memories. I cannot help but feel I am still forgetting something else important. Something that happened to Master. Something I suppose in time will come to me.
Not gonna lie, you're really disappointed in Beastmaster coming to 14 as a limited job. Fair. I think that's dumb because it wasn't like that in 11. Okay, yeah, I could see that being a little weird. I've only done a little bit of Blue Mage, so I don't know exactly. Like, I know limited jobs only work in certain places and circumstances. And right. But yeah, I'm interested in trying out Beastmaster. But yeah, it's a little weird. Limited jobs are a little strange, just in general. What is a limited job? Honestly, Blitz might be better at describing what a limited job is than I am. I only kind of know. Or Chryso. Chryso might have a better idea. Blitz. Because yeah, I have a Blue Mage, which is the other limited job in the game. And it's like they can't be used in some content or something like that. And they have like special, like, they're like outside of the usual system, I guess. But I don't know exactly what the rules are. I can show you my Blue Mage though. After this.
Before I leave, might we go and speak with Romumu? Not for her insistence. Would have been bereft of your not for her insistence. I would have been bereft of your assistance. It would be rude not to extend my thanks to her as well.
There's a specific content for that job. You can't take that job into regular content. Right, right. Let's see. Yeah, Blue Mage is a unique job with how you acquire and use skills. You're very strong, but you're not allowed to use Duty Finder to queue into dungeons and raids. If you want to run anything, it has to be like private parties, not randoms. Yeah, yeah. And then Beastmaster is going to be one as well. Those are the only two right now, right? Nothing else is a limited job, I don't think. You can see, I'm like, I've played for a while, but I'm still very inexperienced. From a literal experience standpoint. Like I have a little tiny blue mage. Got my little baby blue mage. But I was playing it for a little while. I was acquiring some skills. I got me 1,000 needles. I have Final Sting. You know? I got some stuff. Mage has academy content you can go to. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done like anything with this except run around and try to grab skills. I don't think I've done any. I don't think I've done any of the academy stuff like that. Yeah, like see, like Blue Mage like basically steals skills from enemies. Basically, like I have like various enemy skills that I can use. Cool. Just cool. But yeah, like they said, it's they're weird. They're weird. It's not what I would focus on as a new 14 player. Because yeah, they're very, very specific. To acquire those skills, you need to unsync those fights and do the requirements and ask by using certain actions to require the spell. Yeah, yeah. There's like very specific things you have to do. It's cool. There's like a spell book, right? Where's my? I've got some stuff. Not much. But I have some stuff. Yeah, like there's certain skills you can only get from, you know, certain content, right? That kind of thing. Yeah, from like, you know, like fates and certain, I think I got, you know, 1,000 needles from like a certain cactuar, right? That kind of thing. I think, you know, blood drain comes from some bats. I think you have to like, and then they have to like hit you with the spells, right? Usually you have to get like at least affected most of the time, something like that. I haven't played my Blue Mage in a hot minute, and only barely then, you know, level 26. Little level 26 guy. Not all, but some. Right, right. Makes sense. Makes sense. You need to at least see the cast go off. Yeah. Yeah, they have to like do the skill. Yeah. Makes sense. Because otherwise, how are you going to learn it? It makes sense, right? I need to report to Ramumu. Ramumu! Where are you at? The F Castle. Yeah, it's very interesting, but it's not what I would focus on as a new player. But you can do some shenanigans occasionally if you're bringing in a Blue Mage into like a custom party, right? You can do some hilarious strats. Some of the Blue Mage skills are real dumb because some of the enemy skills are real dumb. It's fun. That's fun. I'm glad it exists, you know? But I wonder what's up with... I wonder how Beastmaster's going to be. I haven't looked. Like, I haven't really looked at it. I know it's a limited job, but I don't know like what it's going to entail. So it'll be at least interesting in that way. Hopefully it's fun. Amount you get from it, the marble, this is from Final Fantasy VIII. Ah. Used to be a GF if you have ever played other Final Fantasy games. I have played some, but it's been a hot minute since I played a Final Fantasy, which is why we're gonna do it soon. I want to play. I need to go back and both play some Final Fantasies that I haven't played in a long time, and play all of those ones in the middle that I never played, which is 8, 9, 10. I haven't played 11, but we probably won't play 11. 12, 13. I haven't played any of those, and I still want to. But we will, at some point. Basically, what I'm saying is I have a stream backlog that is like a decade long. Things I want to play. The Beastmaster Einhar comes to Eorzea, right? Basically, right? Basically. You do be the Beastmaster. Roa told me the good news. Her memory is for the most part restored. Perhaps more importantly, her training is complete. She hadn't come along with me to Costa del Sol. Dare say she'd still be swinging at crabs along the beach. Now that I have you here, I'd very much like to talk to you about my about what you were doing before we arrived. How exactly did you come to be here in Eorzea? With your base maybe a century long? Wow. True. But true. There's a lot of video games that I want to play. I want to play with y'all. I want to play with y'all and to y'all, around y'all. And, you know, obviously 14 is never going anywhere. Or probably never going anywhere. Let's say, you know, ruin it. But I'm having fun with it for now. We may at some point, like if there's like a big lull in content, we might switch like this day to a different game. Or I'll probably keep the Sunday content days, like the Sunday like group days, like pretty consistent. Unless we play a different game, unless we want to play a different group game, right? Basically. Even if you get through your backlog, people here are happy to suggest hundreds of other games too. Yeah. Ideally, I will never run out of things to play on stream, right? Because that would be unfortunate. It makes me laugh when white mages TP to cities. It was way back when the only job that could TP was white mage. Oh, right, yeah. Because they actually had TP, right? You had to be in the party. You had to be in the party in order for white mage to TP you with the teleport. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know they had it actually restricted, but I kind of like that. Because Asheron's Call was the same way. You had to actually know portal magic to teleport. I kind of like that. It makes sense. It makes sense from a gameplay perspective, but or like from a world perspective. But I imagine it makes less sense from we're a gigantic MMO perspective. Like I think in Asheron's Call, basically everyone ended up taking the school of magic that let you teleport because you know you want to be able to teleport. You got to be able to fast travel. Yeah, I didn't know they had actually had it restricted though. That's neat. That's neat. Was that in 1.0? Blitz? Back in the day? 'Cause I never played 1.0. I played I didn't play until after Realm Reborn.
Hey, you say you went back in time, trying to save your world? Yes, you have the right of it. No life was spared by the darkness. None save for mine, that is. Fate intervened, and I was sent back to the past. Time where I could find heroes capable of saving Vanadiel.
I assume this was an actual plot point, Evan. Having never played it.
That is how I was reunited with Master, although at a much earlier time than I anticipated. The last thing I remember is a fierce battle, a strange light. When next I awoke, I was here, torn away from Master when I was needed most. My heart feels like it may burst.
Yeah, more or less. 1.0 didn't last long. Yeah, it 1.0 struggled pretty hard, huh? Only until about 2011 when the servers got shut down to quote unquote revamp. Yeah, completely rebuild the game, basically. Then relaunch as a Realm Reborn. Yeah, for the newer 14ers in chat. This is not the original version of the MMO Final Fantasy XIV. This is not at all. They literally basically did a remake of their own MMO. Because the 1.0 was kind of rough, so I hear. Kind of rough. It sounds like they were doing some cool stuff, though. Felt like they did some neat stuff, but I get why they wouldn't like have the teleport restricted, etc. Gameplay. It sounds like they were doing some neat stuff, but apparently it was kind of rough when it first launched, which is why it's called a Realm Reborn, because they rebirthed the realm.
Awful. We're close then. Master was like a family. Master was like a family to me. You're an exceptional warrior, besides. I spent my entire life striving to become such a hero and live up to the legends I so fondly remember.
Yes, it's kind of funny that you popped in, Blitz, right when I was doing the crossover content with 11. Kind of funny. Kind of funny.
It all began with a stone, or so the story goes. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. The world entered an age of bliss, that is, until the gods fell into slumber. That world is my home, Vanadiel.
Like, for example, if you've ever played PvP back in the day, I did not. I got the mechanics, the buffs you could get, the potions, like the job actions. Yeah. Oh, hey. Hi, Shintoto. I know her.
It's home to the three great nations. The Kingdom of Sandioria, the Republic of Bastok, and the Federation of Windurst. Powerful as they were, though, in times of strife they would turn to a single hero, my master.
We meet a couple of these characters, more or less, later on. Play a lot of Eureka and hear that it's a love letter to 11 in the old systems. Yeah, and I hear like Occult Crescent is like a throwback to like one of them as well. I think a different one. Very cool. Very cool. I like how 14 is like 14 itself is kind of a love letter to Final Fantasy, right? Just in general. Which I love. I love that.
Be it a demon of rage seeking vengeance or a spiteful god of oblivion, respectful god our oblivion. The Master was always there to pull us back from the brink of oblivion.
I can't read. I can't read. Being sorry, chat.
So long as there was light and life in the legend of Vanadiel's greatest hero will live on.
Funny you should say that, because when that content dropped, I got the servers. Oh yeah? Wild. Some of the best background music and fights in that content. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know if I don't think I ever explored it. There's so much. I haven't even done most of the stuff in 14. I haven't even done most of it. Like I said, I still feel kind of like a noob.
There's little wonder these stories were the first to spring back to my mind. I have all but memorized them, but no matter how many times I asked, you would always...
What? You, huh?
Oh, please excuse me. For a moment, when I looked at you, something in your eyes reminded me of Master and I.
Don't worry about it. Imagine our friend here often has that effect on people. I really do. Quite frequently. I'll always be going to places and some completely unrelated NPCs like,
huh, you seem familiar, though we've never met.
For various reasons. We know most of them at this point. Not all of them. Not all of them.
I realize how ridiculous this sounds. But anyone in their right mind would think it's some fanciful dream. But for me, this world is the dream. And now it's time to awaken. When next I open my eyes, I will be home in Vanadiel, once more at Master's side. This may be just a dream, but it is one I shall never forget. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, you got me thinking about Amarok and Pazuzu. They've been coming. Oof. Oof. Bye, Aroha. Maybe? Nope. Still here, Aroha.
Oh, it would seem I'm not yet ready to return. Is this perhaps the will of the goddess?
This is still dangerous. Have I taken on Pazuzu yet? I don't think I have. Actually, unless they were in the raid. Were they in the raid? Can't remember. I have fought so many things. I don't remember if we fought in Pazuzu yet. Final Fantasy Pazuzu. I've also not fought the ancient god of whatever Pazuzu in real life. He's based on an actual mythological figure.
If it is by her will, then so shall it be. Vow to work hard every day.
Technica, thank you for that lurky check-in. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well. And the 25 stream streaking through. Team No Pants. Let's go. Let's go. Pants are overrated. Pants are super overrated. I don't. Yeah, you probably didn't. I'm not wearing any pants on my character either. Actually, this is level 20. I don't know how far you got. I don't remember. You fought P5 Pazuzu? I did.
I vow to work hard here every day to become a warrior worthy of your teachings. Then, when the time comes, we shall meet again, here in Eorzea, or perhaps the waking world.
This is the waking world? Yeah, see? Currently, Adamon is not wearing any pants. He's also on a streak. He's also on a streak.
Here goes the greatest story I'll never get to write. Adventurer from another world, traveling back in time to save her people. Who's gonna believe such a silly tale? I'll leave the flights of fancy to Peter. But for her sake, hope she finds a way home. Whatever that may be. Best 14 fight in the game is top. I don't know if I've done that. Or maybe I just don't recognize the acronym. I probably haven't done it. Oh yeah, we get her gear. That's right. Ooh. Quest complete, chat. Quest complete. Top is Omega Ultimate. Definitely haven't done it. Oh yeah. Definitely have not. I have a feeling I would struggle. We spent well over an hour on Sunday just trying to do a free extreme, and that I feel like Omega Ultimate would be way worse. Nice. We got the achievement Heaven 11. Let's go to the inn. We're already at the inn. Let's go to the inn. It is coming up on time for our next break, chat. It is coming up time for our next break. Reading lad, what can I do for you? Title room. I take a break once every hour for 3 minutes in order to let the ads run over here on the Twitch side. This keeps y'all from missing anything because I pause the game wherever we're at, whenever I can. And gives me a chance to do a little bit of exercise, move around a little bit. All that good stuff. I recommend that y'all do the same thing. Grab some water, grab a snack, grab some coffee, do a little moving around of your own, perhaps. And we'll be back here in about 3 minutes to do something. I don't know what's next on my list. We're knocking out some side content today. So stay tuned, and we will BRB.
And welcome back, everybody. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for waiting. How are we doing? How are we doing? Yeah, you always suggest a group of close friends and vibe for like stuff like Omega Ultimate Blitz. Makes sense. Yeah, judging from FFXIV Extreme, it feels like for content on that level, you really want like your crew, right? Really feels like it because we like we had like half of a party for FFXIV Extreme, but the rest were just party found. It's tough. It was tough. It was tough. And congrats, by the way, Luke, for landing in the pool. You nailed it. You nailed it. So, yeah, you want like a group that won't like rage out, all that. Yep, makes sense. Party Finder's okay, but 8 out of 10 groups turn toxic very quick. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that. I don't do a ton of party finding. Honestly, until fairly recently, I kind of avoided group content completely, which is part of the reason I haven't done a lot of the raiding stuff. I've done a lot of the raids, things like that. But we're just now getting back or I'm just now getting like into all that. Like, so on Sundays, for those who don't know, we've sort of made a sort of a scheduled thing where we do group content in Final Fantasy XIV. Sort of going back and doing stuff that I need to do or stuff that the community needs to do. And like, you know, I play with the community. I bring the party in, you know. It's fun time. It's fun time. I've got some very talented players in my community. I've got some newer players too. So it's a good mix. It's a good mix, TBH. Yeah, we usually don't need to party find for most stuff. Depends on the day, of course, but you know. Yeah, on Sunday at least one of them didn't read the party finder and didn't know we were doing the minimum item level no echo. Yeah. Okay, so he was, or they were not having a good time. They were not having a good time. It was fun though. I had fun with Extreme Ifrit, even though we didn't clear it. I was learning a lot. I had fun with it. I need to do this. That's why I came over. Can I armor this? Is there stuff armorable? It is. Nice. Your logic as an old school. I've played this game a long time. I don't mind I don't need a mindless adult telling me how to play the game. Fair. I have as much right to do that content as you do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, like I say down in my description, I don't like the whole ultra toxicity stuff, and especially in like hardcore content. Like just vibe, you know? Enjoy the video game. Maybe you win, maybe you lose, you know? Maybe you clear it, maybe you don't. Have fun. You're playing a video game. You know? Maybe this is your first time doing it. Maybe it's your 500th time doing it. Just, have fun. Have fun. Right? Yeah, like overall the group we had on Sunday was pretty good. Obviously we had our like core party who was, you know, just vibing. But yeah, most people who got into the party finder were real solid. And the replacement for the one guy who ended up dipping was It's very cool as well. So it's very nice. Let's see. I don't think I have any empty glamour plates. I should probably clean up my glamour plating a little bit. Like, I don't need this one. Let's replace this. All situation. Let's see. Oh, I do have a fancy scythe. Presso. Apparently I have the deluxe, or I have the extra from Endwalker. The healers was from Juan's community? Really? Interesting. Because Latonin's from Latonin was from my community, so both healers were community healers. That's awesome. That's awesome. Love to see that. Yeah, the second you hear toxic, you're dipping. Absolutely, right there with you. Yeah, it's just, you know, and if you're not like vibing with a what was it? I'm on the wrong thing. That's why I couldn't. If you're not vibing with a party, there's nothing wrong with like bouncing out, right? We're throwing together the stuff from set. Looks kind of cool. Looks kind of cool. I can use it right now, but cool for like a melee kind of dude. Like healing? I do. I'm not good at it. I've only got little baby healers, but I'm a magical DPS main. I'm a black mage main specifically, black or red. I do like healing though. I'm learning to like healing. It's stressful, but I like it. I'm learning it. So I'm learning it. I've got a little babby. I got a little babby tank. Little babby tanks, some babby healers. So, I'm trying to branch out, you know. Trying to. Yeah, like I have every magical range job. Not very high level. Got him. Yeah, I'm mostly DPS, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn the ways. Speaking of, maybe we do a cheeky little roulette. Okay. Before I figure where I'm going next. I just wanted to dump that off. Maybe I do a little babby healer roulette. Maybe. Speaking of trying to acclimate. Maybe I do. Don't knock yourself, you got it? Thank you. Yeah, I'm learning. It's so easy in a game that's been like established for this long, right? It's so easy to like compare yourself to people who have been doing a certain thing for like 5,000 hours, right? When you're just starting out and you're like, well, I'm bad at that. Like, well, yeah. They were bad at it too when they started 5,000 hours ago. No? It's you got to get past that mindset, right? Like nobody's good at something when they just started. What's next? What normal raids have I done? Oh god. I really should Just go through some of these quests, huh? Let's see, those are all ready to go. Those are all ready to go. Giving somebody advice is good and okay. But after that, yeah, like it's a similar rule to like what I have here, Blitz, where I try to discourage spoilers and backseating and all that, unless I ask, right? But then, like, if I ask, then yes, please help me. Show me your duty finder. That's this button. What have I done? Dungos for what is it? What am I looking for? Heaven's Ward. Oh, let me get rid of it being blacked out. Like I've done quite a few of these. Trials and move it over. Guess that would help. Trials. Done these. Yeah, I've done. I occasionally do extremes. Look at that. I think I these might have been unsynced. I actually don't remember. Didn't do whatever this is. Haven't done those. Yeah, I still need to do. Yeah, I've done both of these. I need the third one of those. So maybe I go unlock the third one of those, huh? That sounds good. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's go to Ripa. And where's this quest at? Is the quest also in Azazla? I think. Yep. I could look it up. But what if I just tell y'all to look it up instead? Also, where's Azazla? It's here. Give 2/3 of the container. Oh yeah. My rule is if I'm raiding, sounds toxic and don't get it wrong, but I'm not pulling anybody or helping anyone. Fair? I see you struggling. I'm gonna marker myself and give advice when it's needed. Hey, no, that's a lot of the times I prefer to learn the fight that way. Yeah. But I'm right there with you, Blitz. And I love people who put danger Doritos on themselves. So I know where to run. Because often my strategy is like, hey, there's a healer there. I'm going to follow the healer. Because healers often know what's going on. And, you know, being next to the healer, it makes it easier to heal. Because you can get caught in the AoEs easier, right? Yeah, no, I get that. I get that 100%. Yeah, no, I prefer, especially like the first couple of times through a fight, to just, to sort of feel it out as I go, right? And then, like, if I'm struggling, like if I don't know what's going on, I'll be like, yo, I don't get that mechanic. What's happening? What is the quest I need? We killed her. Right. Yeah, like once you're like having a hard time, or like yeah, if you're in a fight and you've wiped for whatever reason, and like somebody's obviously not getting what's going on, yeah, like throw a danger Dorito up, be like, follow me, just follow me. This. Oh, that's a relic quest, isn't it? Probably. Where is this? What am I looking for? What am I looking for here? I assume there's an NPC, but I don't see a quest. General protection vault? That's not it, right? Like this, for example, y'all can tell me where that quest is. I don't know if I have it. Do I have it? No. I definitely don't have it. Yeah, for the Persona 5 final boss, we had someone new come in and start explaining every mechanic before they come up. Yeah, it was a little unfortunate. About the streamer experience, fight where explain the wonder of it. Exactly. Try more donuts if not here. Don't know. I can't remember. I just can't remember what the quest name is. I don't know what the quest line. Probably not this guy. Oh, he's got some paint. He's got some paints. It probably is Mordana. Probably is Revenant Stall. More donuts. More donuts. More donuts. Revenant's Toll. Revenant's Toll? Blind? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Unlock the duty finder? Let's go. Part of the ship, part of the crew. See, when I say I feel like a noob, I mean this. It's 100% not real cards. Why did I? Someday I'll be able to navigate this world. I promise. Arthas? Why can't I remember where Mordona? Because I'm blind. Is why. That's the answer. It's 100%. It's 100% right there. Dreamer is blind. Oh. Oh. It's like, I know where Mordona is. Why can't I find it? Yeah, congrats, Ook. Welcome to the game. The full game. Yeah, Ook is taking advantage of that phenomenal free trial we got. Let's see. Last pillar to fall is in here? Here? It doesn't seem right. Hi, Tataru. Hi, Tataru. Hi, rest of the Scions. Tataru just holding down the fort. Ah. There he is. There he is. What up, bud? Unukalhai? Oof. Unukalhai has a request regarding the final icon.
Greetings, Way of Light. But one pillar of the Warring Triad remains. Zervan, the icon known as the Demon. According to the histories I have uncovered, this monstrous being was worshipped by a race of Mercidian beastmen. These creatures are the keys to maintaining Zervan's manifestation. We can be sure that many such thralls will be imprisoned somewhere within the research facility. It is imperative that we determine their exact location as swiftly as possible. We dare not risk repeating the near disaster we suffered at the hands of Sophia's servants. As such, your fellow scions have already begun an exhaustive search. But there are several sectors which only Hugh, Kryl, and I can enter without fear of enthrallment. Let us make our way to Azizla forthwith and aid investigations.
Sorry, I was way ahead of you. I was already in Azizla. I was already there. Yeah, we'll unlock this today. We're not going to run it today. But we're unlocking it. Like I said, we do most of our group stuff on Sundays, so that I can drag the community along with me, basically. AKA, so I can have people like Chryso and Rose and Latonin carry me. Hard carry. I'm actually getting to the point where I feel like I'm actually contributing, so I'll take that as a win. I feel like I'm getting there. Maybe when we started playing 14, I was definitely getting carried. Now I'm actually playing. Most of the time I spend the fights on my feet. Most of the time. Sometimes I like to inspect the floor tiles very closely, if you know what I mean. Does this thing as a carry? Probably not realistically, but I definitely feel like it sometimes. I definitely feel like I am. Less and less every day. Less and less every day. I'm definitely better at the game. I've definitely improved. And it's not like... it's mostly a joking thing, right? It's mostly a joking thing. We're all just hanging out. We're all just hanging out. And usually by carry, I mean I'm following whoever's healing for me around. So he's carrying me by standing in the right spot. He's standing in the correct spots before I know the fight. I'm like, all right. I'm just gonna stay right here. Stay right here. Call of Duty, sure. Yeah. Like those team FPSs, yeah, you can definitely be there's where there's literal carries. Or League of Legends, right? You know? You can play League of Legends and you can definitely carry your team. That's why there are roles called carry. Right? That's, by design. Yeah, 14, as long as you're pressing a button, it's not really considered a carry. Yeah. It's not like I'm just standing here. I'm often, just sort of flopped on the ground. But I'm usually pressing a button. Except for when I'm playing Black Mage and the floor's lava. Sometimes then I'm not pressing a button, except for running around. But thankfully, current Black Mage, they've made it so much more friendly to playing while you run. Level 100 Black Mage now has so many instants that you can use, so you can actually cast and run. So nice. So nice. But yeah, like in order for a black mage to really go burr, still, we need like we need a spot. We need somewhere we can stand. Thankfully, I don't feel like I'm doing nothing when I'm running around anymore. You know? Yeah, 9 out of 10 times you get a black mage in my group, they don't move. Hey, yeah. Gotta get the rotation out, you know? Gotta get the rotation out. I at least know how to slide cast and everything, which helps. Helps a lot. But yeah, like, if we really want to go burr, we need a spot. Like the skill expression for black mage is like knowing the fight, right? Like knowing where you need to stand, knowing when your DPS windows are, right? Like, all right, the boss is going to be doing like something to the tank for the next 10 seconds, right? So I can just sit there and just, you know, throw down ley lines and go. So if you don't know the fight, and you're often just like standing on an AoE, I try not to do that. I try not to. I try to err on the side of doing less DPS, but also not making my healer, like, have a coronary. Right? I would rather the healer work less to try to have to keep me alive than deal, you know, 5% more DPS. That's why I don't have any of those DPS counters or meters or anything, like any of those extensions. I don't like them. Like I would like to know the numbers sometimes, but I feel like they're a little inherently toxic if you're looking at other people's DPS. It can get a little toxic, I think. If your hero can DPS, the boss dies faster. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, like because they're off DPSs, right? As much as I agree, much more often than not, not so much as like on savages or above. Right. Because of the uptime and downtime. Yeah. Like you sort of start getting in the rhythm, right? There's a lot. At least for now, they're completely like going to be reworking bosses in 8.0 apparently, and getting rid of all the like the 2-minute timer and all that on like the hard stuff, right? So we're all gonna have to relearn everything all over again. I've never paid attention to that 2-minute window anyway, so I'm not a hardcore raider. I won't have to relearn it. It's an interesting game. Like the group content's a whole different thing, right? Especially when you start getting up into the, you know, savages, extremes, ultimates, all that. Very interesting.
Beep. Activating verification systems. Identification code accepted. Riot control clearance granted.
Where is he? Was he up above me? Up above me? Oh. Ukulele. Oh my god. Found it. Get a lot of new players in these types of content, and I think because they're DPS, they should DPS, not knowing uptime and downtime. Because yeah, like I'm a little guilty there too. But yeah, there's like a flow to the fight, right? Both by design and by like sort of the emerged meta, right? There's like up times and down times that you need to know, or you should know. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm starting to feel that out more. Sure. 2-minute meta is a big reason you don't do like hardcore rating. Or know how to. I already know I drift away from it, especially when I spend half the rate on the floor. There. And hey, like I said, 8.0 comes around. Apparently, it's not going to be a thing anymore. So you were really just ahead of the game. Yeah, like that EX Ifrit is kind of the hardest thing I've done in a hot minute in 14. I don't remember the last time we did anything on that level. I don't remember. I'm usually doing like the first version of a fight, like the first time through a trial or the first time through a dungeon. I'm usually not going back and doing the harder versions in most cases. So yeah, it's wait a minute since we've gone that hard. I definitely was doing better on my Black Mage than I was doing my Red Mage or my Reaper though. For sure. And Ifrit. Some of that was just because my Black Mage is, level 100 with almost capped gear, et cetera. So I just even synced. My stats were better, right? That helped a lot. But it was a good introduction to what high-end rating's like. Right, yeah, it's like the actual content where you need to pay attention. Which makes it tough to do when you're streaming, honestly.
Hey, Milan. Good to cut ya. This facility has been swarmed by Imperial troops.
By their standards, when did we judge them soldiers of the 6th? I, once more doth the regular Van Hydrus stretch forth his hand to seize the forbidden fruits of Alec. And once more have our meticulous wards been swept aside like so many cobwebs.
Your medicine wards were destroyed from within by the pulsating energies of an icon, obviously.
Oh, hi.
Hey, put your weapons away and listen.
Yep, that's his voice now.
Followers of Zervin have awakened. They toil to rouse their master.
The demon worshippers yet slumbered when we confronted Sophia. Could the tampering of her thralls have been more widespread than we thought? A lot of people don't know that the game itself already gets you ready for that type of content. But most do it unsync and not sync, so they skip it and move on. Exactly. But by design, it's already teaching you. Yeah. Yeah, the part of the reason that we were doing Ifrit as mine is because, yeah, we wanted that teaching experience, right? Yeah. Because, yeah, if you actually play through the game, it does, in fact, show you how to play the game. I know. It's wild, but yeah, a lot of people just, especially the older content, yeah, they just unsync and skip it, right? Basically. You're not learning it. Yeah. You're not learning it. Okay, yeah. My a friend of mine, friend of the channel, was has just gotten back into 14. Right, he played a ways back with me, but he's just now getting back into it, and he's been going through all the extremes, like the Realm Reborn extremes. So now he's at a Freet, and it's hard to queue for like like actual synced free, right? Extreme free nowadays because people just skip it. Oh. But he wants to actually learn how to play the game, and he likes a challenge. So he was like, yeah, let's experience it, you know, minimum item level, no echo, all that good stuff. Yeah. Oh, I want to play the game. I can. Especially because since I'm playing it on stream most of the time. One, it's content. Like, why wouldn't I do the hard version? And two, I'm actually learning how to play the game when we do it, right? So, it's just a win-win for me. Yeah, over the years you always hear unsync it and it'll be easy. Yeah, it's because you're not learning how to do the fight. Like if you've already like cleared a fight and you're just trying to farm for like, you know, the 1 in 100 drop chance mount, right? Then sure, unsync it, blow them up, whatever. But yeah, like when you're doing the first run, play the game, you know. You know, a guy that hit level 100 in heaven. How? That's bonkers in and of itself. I guess just rouletting it up. It unsyncs all the trials. He does so as a solo Dark Knight, so he still gets to see some mechanics. If you're there's something to be said if you're just like, you know, if you're just explicitly trying to solo everything. There's an argument to be made there. Especially now that he's in post EW. Yeah. Yeah, like if you were just completely set on playing 14 solo, which I totally get. I totally 100% get and have done to a degree. And yeah, I kind of get unsyncing it because you're not going to win most trials solo and synced, right? Especially because I don't think you can you? It's hard to even like go into it, right? Solo, I don't even remember. You have to do like a private party with no matchmaking. Otherwise it'll queue you with people, right? I think unsynced might be the only way to do that. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, yeah. That would be one of the examples of unsyncing it. Kind of makes sense, because you're soloing the fight. So you're probably going to have to fight anyway. You can't fault somebody for wanting to learn or not learn a mechanic. Each their own. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're playing the game and you just don't care about learning it, then yeah, do whatever. Do whatever. You personally have no experience in like studying the fights beforehand with videos. Same. Like I'll occasionally glance at like the wiki of a fight. Even then, I'm not like absorbing it. My ideal scenario is to have someone in voice chat willing to explain stuff as they come up, or even like in-game chat. Yes. Because you're getting more like hands-on, right? Like you're probably doing the fight with them, right? They can sort of see where you're struggling, you know, that kind of thing. And then you can sort of go from there, because maybe you don't watch, you don't, like, you go into the fight blind and maybe you clear it the first try because you're like, oh yeah, I know what's happening. Like you're picking it up real quick, and then it feels so good, right? But if you end up, you wipe or whatever, or there's a mechanic that's insane, you got a buddy that can tell you. Speaking of buddies that can tell you, Voodoo, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Light Wraith. We're doing some random side stuff in Final Fantasy XIV right now. I play a lot of 14 and RPGs and stuff like that on the channel. A lot of weird story stuff. So if that's your vibe, come hang out. We also occasionally do some group stuff in 14 and elsewhere. Welcome. How y'all doing? How you doing today, Voodoo? What were y'all up to? And Kraut, good day. How you doing? Yeah, what were y'all up to in Final Fantasy XIV? Out of curiosity. Were y'all grinding? Were y'all trying some stuff? You're just pushing yourself through some work, Kraut? There. It do be a work day for most people. And for me. This is work. Yeah, we're running around doing sort of getting some stuff unlocked. Like some various trials and raids and stuff that I haven't done. We did the that Maidens event that they keep re-releasing. I'd never done it before, so I did that a little bit earlier. That kind of thing. Yes. Both Voodoo and Kraut are also big-time 14 players. So y'all go show them some love. Definitely follow Voodoo. Definitely give Voodoo a follow. She knows what she's talking about. You're doing well? Streamed for a bit since work got pushed back? Fair. We're playing 14, just hanging out. Nothing really other than talking and trying to push out some mentor roulettes. Let's go. Yeah. Voodoo, you can't both say we were doing some mentor roulettes and I do not know what I'm talking about. You can't do both. You played yourself. Yeah, she'll tell you. She'll tell you she did. I've seen Voodoo doing some of that real tough raiding hunt. We've been having a discussion today actually about like learning and playing like the harder stuff in the game. It's convenient that y'all popped in because I know Voodoo's been playing some of that spooky stuff. Not me. Both of you assume mentors know what they're talking about. I mean, fair. I guess that is an assumption. But you at least have to play a lot to get mentor, at the very least. You've got the Burger King crown, but you order for the kids' meal. That is a fantastic description. I love that. Now you can order the chicken nuggets and still be an adult. My mom told me so. Hey, you're never too old for some nuggies. This is the rule. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of bantering today as well. Playing some while I'm running through. Blitz here is also a quite old school 14er. Been joining in. Nah, you do mentor, but the only things I really don't know are the new Savages EXs. There. Are you working on those? And the Realm Reborn EXs because they're hard to explain to Sprouts. Oh, you mean like Efreet EX? In Efreet EX? I may need to drag you and Kraut into some Afreet EX one of these days. We do. We tried it on Sunday. We got bodied. We got pretty close. We got bodied. I need to drag y'all in. Because now it's sitting at the top of my quest list, being like, haha, you haven't done it. You got Garuda EX the other day. I was explaining its sprouts. Literally 7 of them, and I was the only one that had done it. Oh boy. I was in there for near an hour and no one was listening. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Got alert, Kraut? Got meetings? Absolutely. Go do your thing. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your work day. We'll be here for a while. Yeah, that makes sense, Voodoo. Yeah, well, you just need to come and teach us how to do EX free. One of these days. We'll figure something out. Maybe I'll reach out. I'll try to actually plan something. Because we had like a core 4, I think, but it was my first time doing it. It was my buddy's first time doing it, and then we party found the other half, and thus the coordination was maybe not 100% there, but we got pretty close. So we just need a little more backup to push us over that edge, you know? Like, we learned the mechanics, for sure. I love that emote. I mean, that happens when you and your community and you actually weren't? Absolutely. Yeah, that's part of what we were talking about. Where, yeah, like, I actually want to learn the fights, and Nelphy wanted to learn the fight, right? Like, we weren't trying to unsync it and just go burr. Like, we wanted to actually learn the fight, and I think we got a good bit of it. So, it's just like pushing it over that edge and not blowing each other up. Freed's a butt. His nails are rough. Yeah. I think we were getting bodied by the nails, and we didn't understand how the tether worked at first. Like the chained people were always on opposite sides of the arena. And then yeah, the chasey explosion. We got pretty close. Yeah, I think we got to like 30%, maybe a little under on our best one. Oh. Pretty close. Let me get out of this cutscene. They're just staring at me. Gestalla's like, come on, bro. We'll get there. I may do an actual, like, I may actually schedule like a plan for one of these Sundays. Be like, yo, we're gonna fight the FFXIV. Get in here on so and so day at so and so time. Try to rally the crew. No, but no stress. I'm not stressed. No, we'll get there. Let's see. What was this? I forgot his voice already. No, it was something like this, wasn't it? You believe me? Thank you, Blitz. I shared a common enemy. It's not unthinkable that they would seek to free all those Alligans imprisoned. All those the Alligans had imprisoned. You don't spell it right? Good.
Yes. Cage doors are open. And whilst you stand here quibbling over who picked the locks, my soldiers are inside the facility risking their lives and sanity. They volunteered to face death, prevent servants from waking him to the fullness of his power. Now, assuming you have at last understood the gravity of the situation, it is time I rejoin them.
You hate having a 60% keyboard? Or do you have like a small... You have like one of the compressed keyboards? Blitz? Yeah, I couldn't do that. I have a gigantic full-size... I have a gigantic full-size keyboard. I have a Ducky Shine 5, I think is the model. Yeah, I need a big chunky boy for myself because I would be mistyping stuff constantly. I already do, but I'd be doing it even more.
But you cannot hope to succeed. The icon will enslave your minds of any who draw near. Well, thus did I seek out those with power to resist his influence. Aid us, and mayhap my men will not perish in pain.
I don't want them to perish in vain. Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, because I forgot to do it. Raiders, if you need to go do some self-care, take care of yourself. Especially Voodoo, who has just gotten out of a stream and probably needs to get ready for work. Please, go do your self-care. Do your post-stream, taking care of yourself. Hydrate, move around, all that good stuff. Get some food. Get some food, you know? Obviously, take care of yourself. Thank y'all for hanging out. I'll take care of y'all if you stay, but I also get it if you gotta go. I always forget that. I always forget that part. I always forget that part. But it's important. It's important. You've got 100% as well. Need an emotional support numpad? Oh yeah. I use my numpad all the time. It would drive me crazy not to have one. Getting some food, but I'll be larking. Absolutely, Voodoo. Thank you. Work's probably going to call me in at some point. Oh yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Enjoy your food. Enjoy the rest of your day as well, if I don't see you. Have a great day. We'll be here. We'll be here. I'll take care of your community. As I do. There's some overlap. Yep. Have a great day.
Propose an alliance.
And yes, thank you very much for the hydrate. The lurky hydrate. Best kind of hydrate. Remember, chat, hydrates for me are also hydrates for y'all. So drink some water, or at least drink something, you know? Cheers. Your hotkeys in 14, you want to know? I bet on a 60% keyboard. Probably wonky. Probably wonky. You're lost in the dungeon? In 14, right? In 14, right? Hopefully not IRL. Hopefully not just, you're not messaging me from a dungeon. You're like, I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I got here, but I'm here. Your jump key is G? Okay, I got you. I get what you're throwing out, Blitz. I get it. I see. Hey, you know, if it works for you, it works for you. I've been having some issues with my pinky. I've been having some weird, I think nerve stuff from how I was sitting for a while. So I've been having some weird stuff with my left pinky. So a lot of my, stuff on control and shift, I should have moved, but instead I've just been powering through it. But sometimes you just gotta have some funky buttons, you know? Sometimes you just gotta. It's been getting much better though, so glad. I can actually feel stuff with my pinky. That was a little scary at first. But chat, as we've been bantering away, the next break is coming up. So, as always, I pause the game. We're going to sit here staring at Regula, and I'm going to get up, do some wall push-ups, try to hang from my pull-up bar. Your boy doesn't have any upper body strength, so I'm like slowly building that up, and it's definitely making a difference. So eventually I'll be able to say I have a little baby army upper body strength. Yeah, y'all take care of yourself too. The game will be paused. The ads will run over here on the Twitch side. I don't know how YouTube handles ads when I'm not partnered, so maybe you get some when you load in or something. I honestly don't know. I'm not seeing any of it if they are. But we'll be back here in about 3 minutes. So stay tuned. We will BRB. And welcome back, everybody. How we doing? Sounds scary. Yeah, the finger thing. Yeah, it wasn't great. It seems to be healing, though, so I'm not too worried about it now. Just take some time, hopefully. Found your way in the dungeon? Let's go. Yeah, 14 dungeons usually aren't too complicated. They sometimes have some weird stuff you've got to do to progress, though. Or if you miss like a key item, sometimes literally a key item, and you can't move forward. So I get it. It happens. Yeah, I get it. You needed a key I missed. See, exactly. Exactly. That's the most common thing that gets you stuck. It's like there's like you gotta go into like a certain room, usually kill a guy, and they're like, hey, there's a key here. It happens. What dungeon are you in, Ook? Out of curiosity. Not that I probably won't even remember the name. Which one are you in? Which one are you in? And are you doing it with a party? Are you doing it with a party, or are you doing it with some NPCs? Gremlin mode activated. Do your thing. Do your thing. Love it. First dungeon is Sestasha, the pirate one. Sounds likely. Very first one in the MSQ. Yep. Probably it. God, is Sestasha really the first one? It's been a hot minute since I've done Roborborn. I've done Sestasha quite a few times though. Because of roulettes. Because of roulettes. Yeah, it's level 15. Wow. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Same, it pops in mentor roulette option. I don't mind it. Fair. Yeah, it's a fun one. Yeah, you get your first dungeon at level 15. Yeah, it's sort of MSQ. Yeah, it's like the MSQ first dungeon, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think Ook is a little over. I think Ook's like level 20-ish now, 20-something-ish. Which yeah, MSQ stuff. 27 now. Let's go. Ook's growing up. Ook's growing up. $27. That's pretty good. That's progress. Let's go. Let's go. It only gets faster from there, really. Well, until it gets slow again. But you generally level pretty fast in the MSQ, and then like you hit like the post MSQ, and it's like you get no XP until the next expansion. Yeah, you've been doing the side stuff, Ook. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Dynamis has like the inherent XP buff going right now. Ah, that helps too. Helps a lot. Oh.
Hey, you've delved into the depths of this place, and found its technology wanting. These mechanisms have failed to hold their prisoners, and such broken artifacts are unfit to bring before the Emperor. Twice have you bested me in combat. You now lend me that strength, stand against our mutual foe.
Was in opposing your reckless schemes that decided it was lost to us. Expect us to simply forgive and forget? Oh, this has become before? I think it's a sale. Yeah, it's 100%. So it's plus 100%. Oh. Yeah, that explains it. I was wondering, because, like, when you were saying you were 20, I was like, you should have had some dungeons already, I think. But I forgot about the non-congested server XP buffs. I forgot about that. I forgot.
I expect you to put aside your emotions and use your better judgment. But of course, I am dealing with savages. And when I stand here and justify the death of the Ice Maiden, you pursued our ideals, you pursued yours. That was the result. Mayhap you might consider another point. In these endless clashes, we all have lost comrades dear to us. Yet I choose to put aside grievances to beg your champion's aid. Appeal to your reason.
Now that you're in a preferred server, your XP is 100% to 90. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all saying roughly the same thing. Dynamis, Primal, and Materia are really the only ones you can make new characters on anyway at the moment. Yeah, Oak was trying to make one on Crystal, because that's where I am. Just for ease of hangout, but Crystal is mega congested. Like, obliterated. Yeah, Crystal and Aether both, yeah. Yep. So, because Ook is not in NA. They are overseas, but they wanted to have something fairly local, so they're over on Dynamis, so that they can easily, world hop over here, and hang out with us on group days.
Yeah.
Friends can't come to me on Crystal anymore, and I can't go to friends on Aether. Yeah, Uka's EU. Yeah, you can pay Squeenix to transfer. Of course. Yeah, the cross-region matchmaking is. We're planning Mommy progression this week. You need to log into the game at like 3 or 4 a.m. on my time to get to Aether before it shuts down to play with my fellow friend. Oof. Brutal. That's brutal. Brutal. I don't remember why I ended up, or how I ended up on Diabolos originally. I don't remember if there was like I assume I had friends playing. I assume I had some friends already here. I don't remember. It's been a while. It has been a while. Oh, you can't pay to transfer there because of the lockdown. No. You moved from Aether to Dynamis to Crystal in the last 2 years. Whew. Now that's some hopping. That's some hopping. You play in the Japanese region, Blitz, or you actually play the game in Japanese. I guess possibly both. I guess it's not an either or thing. That's cool. That's cool. Yep. I am in NA. I am like all up in NA. Pretty central. Pretty central NA. Close to the middle. Now art willing to build a bridge of common purpose upon such tremulous foundations. Yes. Yes on both counts. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. I don't know if I've had many people from actual Japan. You do have an NA account, but nothing on it. I'm gonna start again. Yeah, I have a... I was gonna say I have a buddy who has multiple accounts, but I don't think he has multiple accounts. He just has multiple characters. Like he has a character that's local to me that he uses. I don't think he has multiple accounts though. But you do have an NA account too, but it's empty. Yeah, I don't know if that's worth. That's a lot of work to build up a whole new account. He moved from Aether to get away from an abusive ex and his friends. Good reason. Phenomenal reason. Went to Dynamis, made friends, but it was lonely there. Moved to Crystal. Less lonely, but the rating staying on Crystal sucks. Want to raid more? Well, yeah. We gotta be the change we want to see in the world, Voodoo. Yeah. Like you don't have enough else going on. Like you don't have anything better to do. You know. Hey. Maybe between the two of us doing nonsense on Crystal, maybe we'll change that. Maybe we'll change that. You have two Final Fantasy accounts, one on Steam and one on... Oh yeah, because you can't do, like, they're separate, weirdly enough. The Steam one's only up to Endwalker. You dropped it, made this account, and caught up on in about 2 years. Fair? Fair. Yeah, I play on standalone as well. I don't play on Steam. I'm one of those old school gamers who would frankly prefer for everything to just have its own EXE, you know? Have its own launcher. But so when it's possible, I do that. Like I play Path of Exile 1 and 2 on their own launcher. I play 14 on its own launcher. When I can, I try to use the independent one. I don't play a ton of EA or Ubisoft games, but because that like doubles the problem. Then you're on Steam, but you also have to have their launchers. It's just double annoying. Yeah. What can you do? I mean, at least, you know, Steam, at least Steam doesn't suck. Like as a general rule, at least it's okay. It's not EA. It's not EA. It's not Ubisoft. Secret is it's not publicly traded. That's the secret. Reason Steam and Valve are better. Still a giant corporation. Reason they're better than EA and Ubisoft is because Gabe just owns Steam. He just owns Valve. It's not publicly traded. So it didn't get like ultra capitalism. You dropped Steam when they made the announcement of the stuff Steam was going to be able to do with 14. Yeah, it's like I said, it's awkward, especially for stuff that like subs and stuff. Yeah, like you said, it's weird. It's weird. You're also on the separate launcher. Same for you, Blitz. Yeah, I prefer it. I prefer it. It's less convenient. I find it more convenient because it means I don't have to have Steam open to play 14, personally. I find it more convenient. Because I don't really use all of the other stuff in Steam. Like, I don't chat on Steam. If I can all help it. Like, I think I'm set to, like, permanently D&D on Steam, at least. I'm set to permanent D&D on Discord as well, for that matter. But, yeah. Like, I use Steam as a library and a launcher for my games. That's all I wanted to do. I could do without all the social features completely. Yeah, it's a resource hog. Yeah, Steam chat. I chat with some people. Most people move to Discord. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, even Final Fantasy XVI. Why is there no individual client? It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, once upon a time, you would just buy a game and you know, usually a CD or a disc or a floppy disk. Once upon a time. And that would just be how you got the game. The game was on it. Kind of like console games were for a bit longer. Used to be that way for PC games, too. I still have a bunch of those somewhere. Yeah, now everything's on Steam. And, for some game preservation stuff, Steam has done some good stuff, but... It's also done some Steam stuff. Yeah, it feels weird playing like games that were originally off platform, like off of Steam. Stuff like 14 and like PoE and everything. It feels weird to suddenly start playing those on Steam. Yeah. Bit too hesitant to accept this arrangement, Archon Shola, but the offer has been made to the Way of Light, and 'tis his involvement which shall ultimately sway its outcome. I shall abide by Adamlon's decision. Yeah, you've been on Steam since you were a child, so it's not really weird for you. Yeah, it's been ubiquitous. It's just literally like for the last 20 plus years, like genuinely, it's just been PC gaming, like basically synonymous. So I sort of rebel a little bit and try to play stuff off platform when I can. GOG is really good too for that. Like GOG, while they don't do physical media, obviously, you can just buy a game and have it with no added DRM. So that's also nice. That platform is pretty nice. I got like The Witcher 3 for GOG. I gave up on physical media the day I bought a box and it came with a download. That drives me crazy. Just don't sell a physical box then. just don't. Or oh my god, the Nintendo's doing that thing. Doing like the weird virtual console thing. Or like not virtual, but virtual cartridge thing. Where you still buy the physical game and the physical cartridge, but the cartridge is just like basically a key. And then like the game isn't on the cartridge. Why? It's because they're making games that are too big to fit in the cartridge, supposedly. That drives me crazy. Or there was also like there's a handful of physical media games where they give you a CD, but the CD is just like the Steam installer. You know? Like, what? Feels weird playing 14 using Discord. It was way back when TeamSpeak was a thing. I still have some friends who use TeamSpeak exclusively. They refuse to use like Discord or anything. Like actively refuse. So, and like, you know, they host their own TeamSpeak server and everything. Which I get it. Because, you know, using Discord, we're kind of at the whims of Discord. Which they seem to be doing their best to make it worse every day. Especially as content creators, like Voodoo and myself and others, we kind of have to be on Discord. Like, it's where we sort of have our communities living a lot of times. It's just like the place nowadays. So, you remember seeing your friend wearing like IL 130 Realm Reborn Alliance raid gear was considered hard, but using Skype and TeamSpeak to communicate. Yep. Now Discord's a thing. Yep. Yeah, you just slowly play WoW with Ventrilo and TeamSpeak. Yep. 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 Bullshit, there are cards that can hold so much data they're smaller than the cartridge. There's no way. Yeah. I 100% agree, Duke. It feels like a very flimsy reasoning. Yeah, you were thinking of doing like a Reddit community, but also nah. Yeah, like I feel like once you reach a certain point that you should probably have like an official Reddit, right? Just because otherwise, once you reach a certain level of popularity, someone's gonna make one. Like, right? It'd be better to be like yours. But I don't have a Reddit either. I don't even have a Reddit account. I don't think. I might have one. But yeah, Discord's a little easier to like lock down and keep control of. 100%. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that Discord was trying to make its platform work, I'd be totally fine with it. Yeah, like nowadays, you gotta be on Discord. You gotta be. Once upon a time, maybe you could do your own website, right? Like, what far in the distant past, you could do your own website with like forums and things like that. But yeah, not so much nowadays. I mean, you still could just build a website and put one of the, a free forum, like one of the, like a free forum bulletin board type of deal. You still could. I don't know how much it would work though. Reddit's for shouting into a void, not for community. Yeah. It would, like, having a creator Reddit would just be mostly to like not let somebody else take that from you, right? Well, make them shout into your void. At least. Guess. I used to code my own Neopets user page as a kid. I could do a website. I mean, honestly, Voodoo, you're probably most of the way there. With modern tools, not LLMs. Probably most of the way there. Yeah, you could, but should you? Yeah, I don't know if it... I mean, honestly, if Discord keeps, like, making stupid decisions, maybe you should. Maybe we all should. Decentralize the internet again. Make everybody have their own website. Better wish to fight by your side. I was looking into Stoat and such with Discord doing weird stuff. Yeah, there are a couple of, like, up and coming, like, they're not even really competitors yet, right? They're like potentially viable. Yeah, we'll see.
Mr. Krylin are also resistant to primal influences. We shall aid you where we can. And let us be on our way.
I suppose I should get out of this cutscene. But we do a little banter here. Y'all know what you're getting into, right? Y'all know what you're getting into. Especially on a day like today where I'm not doing anything like super serious. I like having the time to just chat. Chat about whatever we get up to. Because if I'm, if I'm doing Ifrit Extreme, it's a little harder for me to chat. A little harder. But yeah, I like it. I'm here for the banter. Like I said, if I wanted to play in silence, then I wouldn't be streaming. This is what I like. I like being able to have a conversation. And I like y'all being able to have a conversation with each other, too. It's also a plus. I'm glad we've gotten to that point where, chat talks to each other as well. I love it. I love it. It's like the third level of streaming, Like the first level is there's nobody in chat. Right? You might have some lurkers, that kind of thing. Second level is you have chatters, but they're just like talking only to the streamer. Third levels, you start talking to each other a bit. I'm making these levels up as I go, by the way. They might all be made up. At least this is an actual conversation, not just rapid fire personal questions. Yeah, may have to have a chat with Angel. The standard in today's society is Discord as a prerequisite or must-have. Yep. Think it's done with there's draw. Yeah. Now what can you do? Dang it, what? Dang it, what, Voodoo? Who's danging in? Who's danging-izing? I was AFK behind you doing malevolent, super creepy life before since I raided you and boarded you away. Oh no! No! Yeah, I've been over here. How did it... Malevolence is an actual emote? That's what you were gremlin moding. I see. Oops. I accidentally clicked. I don't know what that dialogue box said, but now we're in a cutscene. Oh, hi. Again, we're not doing this today, just to be clear. The demon stirs. I just wanted to unlock it. We'll probably do it on Sunday.
Like a suckling babe, he feedeth upon the aether, siphoned unto him by his thralls. We must need deprive him of his sustenance. We destroy those devices. Huh?
Uh-huh. What? Break stuff? Can do.
Hold, witness your soldiers.
Edge. You need to walk the doggo. Probably won't be back by the end of the stream, so good night to you. Good night, Ook. Enjoy your walk. Yeah, we don't have a ton of time left. So, go enjoy your walk. We'll see you next time. We'll see you. Congrats on unlocking the duty finder. You're ready for the duty now. I don't know what that means. Get malevolence by getting Boja clusters. I probably have 0. It's funny. I do like I love the the work they put into the emotes in this game.
We have turned against one another. Even half awake, Servant corrupts and converts those who enter his aura.
Now you just need the dog to only duty outside, not at home. That is a big step. That is a big step for the puppers. For sure. I hope training goes well.
The three of us then. Damlon, Kyle High. We rush in together. Each disable a generator. Might give them a chance to rally a defense.
It's cute seeing Ra with a staff.
Here, 4 mechanism. I count. If I can avoid the icon's miasma, my blade will make short work of the last one.
We, all of us, have pledged our lives to...
Keep your lives. I'd rather you tend to my fallen. Some may have yet survived with their minds intact.
They probably don't. They probably have not.
I know not if my strength will be enough. I am no champion. Battlefield is no place for uncertainty, boy. Fate has blessed you with a unique talent and an occasion to use it. Do not waste such a gift. We strike!
Do we? Am I striking? Is this like an actual thing that's happening? Nope, it's a cutscene. Kind of fitting that I'm using the, that I have the S word, or the scythe thing. Kind of fitting that I have the scythe for this. Uh-oh. He's dead.
Cats. Serving is...
Anakalai! Let's go. Oh, right. Gunblade. Of course. Seems bad. I always love a tiny sword blocking a giant sword. There's something so satisfying about it every time. Until that happens. Eesh. He's probably not going to be in Rush Hour 3. That's a big one. Why is it all crystalline? Why is it glowing?
Numbers once more.
That seems bad.
Save me. Why? I told you, boy. Yours is a gift too precious to waste. Gift the Emperor may one day have need of in his war against these untamable icons. Emperor Varus, he raised me up from the ranks, stood against my detractors. I gladly give my life in his service. You must finish this. Slay these leeches upon our star. Kill them all. Kill Zervin.
This guy. Needs withdraw and prepare assault. At the cost of his very life, the Legatus hath prized open for us a window of opportunity. Yep. This probably would have been slightly more impactful if I hadn't done it mildly simple. Right down here, huh? We definitely did teleport away.
Do. He's dead. But I only been stronger. After that, it'll be time for regrets after we rid the world of Zervan. Ryle has the right of it. The demon has fallen back into torpor for now, but we must act swiftly if Regular's death is to have any meaning. Survivors speak of an army of thralls loose in the facility, and we must assume that these followers continue their efforts to awaken the icon.
We can concentrate upon diverting them from it. Let us then concentrate upon diverting them from their task. Mistress Kryal and Master Unakalai, prithee secure the controls to the Zervan shackles and limit the restoration of his might. Arcanish Tola and I shall forge ahead and strike down those thralls as would seek to harry you. Warrior of Light, thine is as ever the most perilous duty. Gather to thee thy trusted companions, that'll be y'all, on Sunday, and extinguish from this realm the fires of the demon himself. I love how I just look like I'm ready for a concert. Got my concert merch on. There we go. The third of the Warring Triad is now accessible. We're not doing that right now. We will definitely do it. We'll definitely do that on Sunday. Definitely do it on Sunday. So anybody who is interested in doing regular Zervan, some regular Zervan, you know, let me know on Sunday, where we do all of our group stuff. Let's see, we don't have a ton of time left, but let's see what else we can get knocked out. Duty Finder, Heaven's Ward, Alliance right. Wait, you're not talking about the... What about the Realm Reborn? Alliance. I have Void Arc that I've never done, but I do have it unlocked. Still need to do. That's something for Sunday too. Sounds good to me. I need those tombstones. Sounds good to me. What about Sturmbloods? I've got that unlocked too. Yeah. Yep. That one is ready to do. I unlocked that one a while ago and then never did it. And we did Delta Escape on Sunday as well. I just need to pick up the next Delta Escape. Need to pick up the next Delta Escape. Order more donuts. Donuts? Welcome to Revenant's Toll. Sort of grabbing stuff to do, you know? Grabbing stuff to do. I should probably do this at some point. I should probably hang out with totally not Arya Stark at some point. Never did that. What am I looking for? Chryso. Sorry, I was getting some water in my PvP queue topped. Hey, never need to apologize. I appreciate it when y'all are here, but if you end up popping out for whatever reason, I get it. I get it. Especially if you gotta get some PvP in. You're 500 plus games away from 6K games played in PvP. Whew. I don't know if I've ever done normal PvP. Old Charlian. Old Charlian. That's not Brent. That's the right place. Author? Northern Empty, that's right. Which one? Which one? Which one? Valdesian? Oh, yeah. That's a lot of PvP. I've done Frontline a bit, Blitz, but I'm not a big PvP person, just in general. Like, I'm familiar with League, because I used to play League once upon a time. But I haven't played League in, like, 7 years. 7+ years, honestly. Maybe 10. At least not in any like real capacity. I might have like loaded it up and done nonsense or something. Yeah, I don't do much PvP. I'm a more of a co-op-y guy. I don't see usually guy. Yeah, it's I was never like big time, but I did enjoy it a little bit at one point. But yeah, I fell out of the PvP life in general, really. And that's kind of what League is. And even then, I would have rather have played like co-op League. You know, like bot matches, things like that. Blue quest here. This guy, a mission in Mordona. Ah, damn it. Welcome back. Perchance here to see Cryle. I'm given to understand she has a task for which she desires your assistance. I mean, in 14? Yeah, I've never done, I don't think I've ever done regular PvP in 14. Maybe to like unlock it? I can check in a little bit. I shall fetch her at once. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I've done Frontline occasionally, but mostly for the roulette, right? I don't know if I've done like a regular PvP match. I've seen a couple, and it's fun to watch. I don't think I've ever played it. So I don't play a lot of PvP. Just in general, just in games. Best has some very neat lore. Cool. I love lore. Hey, Milan. Thanks for coming. You're now available. I'd like you and Raha to assist me in a task I'd mentioned. For you to call on Damalon, I assume the task in question is somewhat more exciting than sorting through paperwork, which I'm pleased to add I have finished. Hi, Graha. Graha's my boy. So, if a Damalon's ready, then so am I. Our venture to the bounty has only served to whet my appetite for field work. I don't oversell things, but I think you won't be disappointed. Ere I divulge the details, however, to provide some background. I love background. As you know, our organization, the Students of Valdesian, was founded by my grandfather, Luf. Our stated mission was to uncover the mysteries of Heidelin and interpret her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us, the Echo. We've since learned the whole truth, and it might be said that we've fulfilled our mission, but our work is far from over. In the course of our endeavors, we've also sought to devise countermeasures against threats that come to light. Our involvement with the Warring Triad is an example of such. Ah. This is slightly after that then, I see. Or, a ways after that. It is my belief that in continuing to seek out the unknown and dealing with threats, we best carry on the student's mission. We best honor those we lost when the Isle of Val was destroyed. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. I'm saying all this, I simply wanted to clarify our organization's purpose for a new age. In line with said purpose, I've been reviewing new requests, and one in particular jumped out to me. It's from none other than Rambros, with the Sons of St. Quinic. Used to play a lot of raiding over the years, then I swapped back and forth PvP raiding. Like, you go through like little phases. That's fair. That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, especially as I've gotten older, I've definitely gotten more like into the just doing like co-op, doing solo stuff, doing co-op stuff, playing with friends, that kind of thing. Rather than like doing anything like super competitive or PvP. I will occasionally, very occasionally, I'll dive into some PvP type of stuff. It's not impossible. It is not impossible. But nowadays, I'm more of a solo and co-op-y type of guy, which is most of what you'll see here. Most of what you'll see on the channel. I usually do I've been doing some RPGs and then do some 14. Occasionally we branch out. Truly, has something happened in Mordona then? Didn't seem wish to entrust this matter to us. Yeah, I like stages, hot and then cold and it's like that. Like if I want to raid, then I'll raid, then you'll quit doing that and like focus PvP. Hey, honestly, it's a good way to keep stuff fresh, right? Makes sense. Like, you know, you get sort of burnt out on raiding, so you jump over, do some PvP. You're also building a different skill set, you know? Then you know, get tired of that, hop back to doing some raiding. I get it. And yeah, like I was saying, I never rule out going and do some nonsense. Go to do some player versus player. Yes. If something's just got to strike me right? And preferably being able to play with friends, right? Like at least if I'm playing PvP, I want like my crew, right? Just to make it more comfortable. Whether we're on voice call or just like chilling. Just me. Didn't see him and wishes to entrust this matter to us. While his missive is sparse on details, he writes that it lies beyond the sun's expertise. Uncharted territory are the exact words he used. Let me get through this cutscene because we are almost out of time, chat. Time has been flying by today, so thank y'all. That's because of y'all. We've been having some good banter. I'd like to meet with Rambros and conduct a preliminary survey. You say? Got this. I got this. Wonderful. When you're ready, pray make your way to Revenant's Toll. I shall let Rambros know to receive you there. I must remain here to oversee our operations, but should it transpire that more hands are needed, don't hesitate to send the word. Well, there's no time like the present. Go on to Revenant's Toll. I shall make ready and be on my way. Let's go. Hanging out with Graha. I'm always down to hang out with Graha. He's my boy. Yes. That is probably all I have time for. I'll teleport over to Revenant's Toll so I don't forget. But I'm probably going to be playing offline. Watch Mr. Happy. I'm familiar with Mr. Happy. I don't watch a ton of his stuff, but he's been around forever. We started around the same time, more or less. Yeah. Watching good achievements. I was thinking of doing that. Oh, like doing like achievement hunting in 14. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. You probably got most of them. I know I've been racking them up lately too, doing stuff I haven't done before. You know, I've been racking them up myself. But yes, regrettably, chat, that is all we have time for today. I try to cut off around 2 o'clock my time. That's about where we're at. This is a pretty good spot. So, if you have enjoyed the stream, you can follow me at all of the places down below. Do I have a Discord? I sure do. You can do !Discord, or find the link to that down below as well in the profile and or descriptions. I do. Yeah, so you can do it. You can either type the command in chat, or there should be like a community Discord link, like right down there somewhere. Absolutely. And yes, we'd love to have you. Discord is the best place to keep track of me and what's happening with the stream, etc., etc. So yeah, please, free. Yeah, follow me at all the places. If you're on the YouTube side, you want to click a like on the video, the stream here. It helps me out a ton as well. We're trying to grow the YouTube side this year, trying to get monetization. Honestly, trying to get partner over on YouTube. Or at least I would love to, just to get that going. So, you know, subscribe and all that stuff over there too if you're on that side. Other than that, we will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central, but we'll be in Persona. We're at the very end of our Persona 5 Royal playthrough. We only have like maybe a few streams left. So come if you want to hang out for that, please do. But beware of spoilers, obviously. Our next Final Fantasy XIV day will be next Sunday, where we will be doing community group nonsense. We'll probably do the Warring Triad. We might do some more of the Alliance raid stuff. Basically doing all of that side content that I skipped as we made our way through. And if anybody in the community has content they need to do, we'll also try to hit that. But yeah. If you are on the Twitch side, we will go ahead and raid out as I try to do. Because, you know, it's always nice to share the love, you know. So, let's see. If Mr. Delta's online, then we're going to raid over there. Because we gotta. He may or may not be still around because he just came back, though. There he is. Yes, we're going to raid over to Content Delta. He is the leader of the stream team that I'm on, and I'm also a mod over on his channel. He is a content creator that helps people with their own content creation journey, learning how to do stuff. He builds widgets and helps them critique their channels and all that sort of good stuff. And he's a fellow bearded master on the internet. So, go share him some love. He just came back from a work trip. He's a good guy. He's a good guy just in general. So, let's go say hi to him. Clicking this button. If you are a subscriber, you can use that first raid message. If you are not a subscriber, you can use the second one. And just, you know, drop it in the chat. Yes. Other than that, yeah, feel free to join the Discord down below. And we will do the thing. Take care of yourself, chat. Be good. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And we will see you next time for more of the stream. Thank you very much for watching. And bye.
And I'm going to switch away from looking at the camera to looking just above or just underneath the camera. And when I do that, you actually immediately notice that I'm no longer making